Why should you read this book summary? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a book that's going to flip the way you see your mind upside down. Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Nguyen. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh great, another self-help book, hear me out. This isn't your typical think positive and everything will be fine fluff. Nguyen's got a bold claim. Your thinking, not your circumstances, not your boss, not even that annoying neighbor, is the root of all your suffering. And the best part? He's got a way to help you break free from it. Why should you stick around for this summary? Unpacking how your brain tricks you into misery and how you can take back control. Whether you're stressed about work, overthinking a breakup, or just tired of that inner voice that won't shut up, this book has something for you. I'll break down each concept with real-life examples, throw in some quotes that'll make you pause, and share personal reflections so you can see how this stuff actually works. Plus, I'll show you how to apply it to your life, step by step, so you're not just nodding along, but actually doing something about it. By the end, you'll have a roadmap to quiet your mind, find peace, and maybe even laugh at how much power you've been giving your thoughts. Ready? Let's get started. Chapter 1. The Illusion of Thinking. Why Your Mind Isn't Always Your Friend. Nguyen kicks things off by dropping a bombshell. Your thoughts aren't facts. They're just noise your brain makes up. He says, thoughts are not facts. They are just mental events. Picture this. You're lying in bed, and your brain decides it's the perfect time to replay that awkward thing you said at work 3 years ago. Suddenly, you're sweating, heart racing, convinced you're a failure. But here's the twist. None of that's happening now. It's all in your head. Nguyen argues that we suffer because we believe everything our mind churns out, like it's some sacred truth. Deep dive. Let's break this down. Your brain's like a hyperactive storyteller, spinning tales 24/7. Nguyen estimates we have about 70,000 thoughts a day. That's 70,000 chances to trip over ourselves. He distinguishes between thoughts, random ideas popping up, and thinking, what you do when you grab those thoughts and wrestle with them. The problem? We don't just let thoughts float by like clouds. We build whole castles out of them. I'm not good enough becomes a fortress of self-doubt, and what if I fail turns into a prison of fear. Take my friend Sarah. She's a graphic designer, super talented. But she once told me she spent a whole weekend spiraling because a client didn't reply to an email. Her mind went wild. They hate my work. I'm going to lose this gig. I'll never get another job. By Monday, the client emailed back. Looks great, just been busy. All that suffering? Made up. Nguyen's point is that we do this all the time. Turn a neutral moment into a horror movie because we trust our thoughts too much. Application in life. So how do you use this? Start noticing your thoughts without buying into them. Next time you're stressing, say you're late for a meeting and think, everyone's judging me. Pause. Ask yourself, is this a fact or just my brain being dramatic? 9 times out of 10, it's the latter. Try this for a week. Jot down one thought that stresses you out each day and label it mental event, not truth. You'll see how much power you've been handing over to nothing. Personal reflection. I'll be real. I used to think my anxious thoughts were warnings I had to heed. Like, if I worried about forgetting my lines in a presentation, it meant I would forget them unless I obsessed over it. Reading Nguyen made me realize I was just feeding the beast. Letting go of that belief felt like dropping a heavy backpack I didn't even know I was carrying. Chapter 2. The Root of Suffering. Thinking, not pain, is the culprit. Nguyen doubles down here. It's not what we're thinking about that is causing us suffering, but that we are thinking. Pain's inevitable. Stub your toe, lose a job, it happens. But suffering? That's optional, and it comes from overthinking. He's channeling some Buddhist vibes, saying our attachment to thoughts creates a cycle of misery. Deep dive. Imagine you spill coffee on your shirt before a date. The spill's the pain, annoying but quick. Now if you spend the next hour thinking, I'm such a klutz, they'll think I'm a mess, this is why I'm single, that's suffering. Nguyen says we layer meaning onto events, and that's where the trouble starts. He tells a story about a monk and an empty boat. A monk's rowing across a lake, gets mad when another boat bumps his, only to realize it's empty, drifting. His anger vanishes. Why? Because there's no one to blame. Our thoughts are like that empty boat. We crash into them and get mad, but they're just drifting, meaningless. I've seen this in my own life. Last month, I got a flat tire on my way to a friend's party. The pain was the tire. The suffering was me thinking, why does this always happen to me? I'm cursed. I missed half the party stewing in my car, when I could have just called for help and moved on. Nguyen's right. Thinking turned a hiccup into a tragedy. Application in life. Here's your homework. Next time something goes wrong, split it into 2 buckets, pain and suffering. Pain's the event, e.g., I got a bad review at work. Suffering's the story. I'm a failure, I'll get fired. Focus on fixing the pain, talk to your boss, tweak your work, and let the suffering float away. Practice this by catching your mind mid-spiral and saying, nope, that's just thinking. It's like hitting the brakes on a runaway train. Personal reflection. This hit me hard. I used to think suffering was noble. Like, if I worried enough, it showed I cared. Nguyen flipped that script. Now, when I catch myself ruminating, I picture that empty boat and laugh. It's freeing to realize I don't have to star in my own mental soap opera. Chapter 3. The Power of Non-Thinking. Finding Peace in Stillness. Nguyen introduces non-thinking as the antidote. He says, when we stop thinking, we end our problems. It's not about shutting your brain off completely, thoughts will come, but about not engaging with them. Think of it like letting a radio play in the background without tuning in. Deep dive. Non-thinking sounds woo-woo, but it's practical. Nguyen ties it to flow states, those moments when you're so absorbed in something, painting, running, cooking, that time vanishes. No overanalyzing, just being. He quotes Lao Tzu, stop thinking and end your problems. I tried this while writing the script. Normally, I'd second-guess every word. Is this good enough? Will they like it? But I let the thoughts drift and just wrote. It was smoother, faster, and honestly more fun. Consider my cousin Mike a chef. He says his best dishes come when he's in the zone, not obsessing over recipes, but trusting his instincts. That's non-thinking. Acting from intuition, not analysis. Nguyen says this is our natural state. Joy, peace, love. Thinking pulls us out of it. Application in life. Try this. Pick one activity you love, gardening, gaming, whatever, and do it for 20 minutes without judging your performance. If a thought pops up, I'm terrible at this, let it pass like a cloud. Notice how you feel after. Then, bring that vibe into tougher moments, like a stressful call. Instead of overthinking your response, just listen and speak. It's like mental decluttering, personal reflection. I'm a chronic overthinker, planning videos, worrying about views. Non-thinking felt impossible at first, but I started small, like washing dishes without replaying my day. It's weirdly calming. Nguyen's onto something, peace isn't out there. It's what's left when you stop stirring the pot. Chapter 4. Intuition over intellect. Trusting your inner GPS. Nguyen says we've got an inner GPS, intuition, that knows what's best, but thinking drowns it out. He writes, "Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become." A nod to Steve Jobs. It's about trusting that gut feeling over endless pros and cons lists. Deep dive. Ever had a hunch you ignored, only to regret it? I did. Years ago, I turned down a job because my brain said it's not prestigious enough, even though my gut screamed, "Take it." The company blew up, and I kicked myself. Nguyen says intuition's like a quiet whisper. Thinking's the loud mouth shouting it down. He tells of a time he followed his gut to move cities. No plan, just faith. It worked out, new friends, opportunities, all because he didn't overthink it. My buddy Alex is a pro at this. He's a musician, and when he picks gigs, he doesn't analyze pay or crowd size. He goes with what feels right. He's happier than most planners I know. Nguyen saying, "Your gut's smarter than you think." Application in life. Test your intuition. Next small decision, coffee or tea, walk or drive. Go with your first instinct, no debate. See what happens. Then scale it up, a career move, a relationship talk. Write down your gut's take, then your brain's, and try the gut one. Track the results. You might find it's a better guide than you thought. Personal reflection. I used to mock gut feelings as flaky. But after Nguyen, I've caught myself trusting them more, like picking this book to summarize. My brain said, too niche, but my gut said, it's gold. Here we are. It's like I've got a secret advisor I've been ignoring. Chapter 5. Letting go of control. Freedom in surrender. Nguyen argues we suffer because we try to control everything. Outcomes, people, even our thoughts. He says, when we realize that we don't have to control and try to force everything to happen our way, we become free. Surrender isn't giving up, it's trusting life to unfold. Deep dive. Control's an illusion. You can't make your boss like you or stop rain on your wedding day. Nguyen shares how he once obsessed over a business deal, micromanaging every detail, only to lose it and feel relief. Why? Because he stopped fighting reality. I relate. Last year, I planned a perfect beach day, but it stormed. I sulked until I gave up and danced in the rain with my friends. Best day ever. Think of my mom. She used to stress over my grades, hovering, nagging. When she let go, trusting I'd figure out, we both relaxed, and I did better. Nguyen saying, control breeds tension. Surrender breeds peace. Application in life. Pick one thing you're gripping too tight. A deadline, a fight, a goal. Let it go for a day. Don't force it, just see what happens. Maybe you email your team, "I trust you got this," or tell your partner, "We'll sort it out later." Notice the weight lift. It's not laziness, it's faith. Personal reflection. I'm a control freak, scripts, schedules, you name it. Nguyen's surrender idea scared me, but I tried it with a video deadline. I stopped obsessing, trusted my prep, and it came together. It's like life's a river. Stop paddling against it, and you still get somewhere. Chapter 6. The Joy of the Present. Escaping Past and Future Traps. Nguyen says the past and future are illusions. The past and the future are an illusion, and as such they don't exist. Suffering comes when we live anywhere but now, regretting yesterday, dreading tomorrow. Deep dive. Your brain loves time travel. Mine does it daily, replaying a dumb joke I told or worrying about next month's rent. Nguyen says this steals your joy. He recalls a moment petting his cats. He's allergic, bless him, fully present, no thoughts of sneezing or vet bills, just purrs. Pure bliss. I saw this with my niece. She's 3, lives in the now, chasing bubbles, laughing, no baggage. Compare that to me. Missing a sunset because I'm texting about tomorrow. Nguyen's right. Now's where life happens. Application in life. Try a present moment challenge. For 5 minutes, focus only on what's around you. Sounds, smells, textures. No planning, no replaying. Maybe it's sipping coffee, feeling the warmth. Do it daily and watch your stress dip. Bring it to big moments too. Like a date, really listen instead of scripting your next line. Personal reflection. I used to live in what-if land. Nguyen's present focus trick, focusing on my breath or a bird outside, pulls me back. It's simple but profound. I miss less now, and that's everything. Chapter 7. Goals without thinking. Ambition meets ease. Nguyen tackles a biggie. What about goals? He says, if we stop thinking, what do we do about our goals, dreams, and ambitions? His answer, pursue them from flow, not force. Thinking blocks inspiration. Non-thinking unlocks it. Deep dive. Goals can choke you with pressure. Nguyen suggests setting them, then letting intuition guide the how. He moved countries with a dream, no blueprint. Opportunities just showed up. I tried this with a fitness goal. Instead of obsessing over reps, I ran when I felt like it. Guess what? I stuck with it longer. My friend Priya's a writer. She set a novel goal, but overthinking stalled her. When she stopped plotting every chapter and just wrote, pages flowed. Nguyen saying, dream big, then get out of your own way. Application in life. Set a small goal, say learning guitar. Write it down, then don't overplan. Pick up the strings when you're drawn to them, no rigid schedule. See how far you get in a month. Apply it to work too. Aim for a promotion, but trust your daily efforts, not a mental checklist. Personal reflection. I used to think goals needed a death grip. Nguyen showed me ease works better. This video? I wanted it to be great, but I let the words come naturally. Feels right, and I bet it'll show. Conclusion. Your mind, your freedom. So there you have it. Don't believe everything you think in a nutshell, or a 10,000-word deep dive. Nguyen's core message? Your thoughts aren't you, and you don't have to believe them. Suffering's a choice. Stop thinking so much. Trust your intuition. Live now and let go. It's not about silencing your mind. It's about not letting it run the show. Try these ideas. Spot your thoughts. Ditch the suffering. Flow into your goals. You'll find peace you didn't know was there. I've started, and it's like waking up from a noisy dream. What about you? Questions for you. What's one thought you believe too much that you could let go of? Have you ever trusted your gut and been surprised by the result? What's one moment you could be more present in this week? How do you think non-thinking could change your daily stress? Drop your answers below. I'd love to hear. If you like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep exploring books that change how we live. See you next time.